Alright, I believe I was standing on this square. I'm not entirely sure. I went to go heal just to be, certain anyway. I'm JC4, we're back with Pokemon Fire Red, and now we're gonna go clear up Koga, the Fuchsia City Gym. Actually, I wonder, do you think Koga's, like, the Fuchsia City Gym, being all poisoned, do you think that's because it's Fuchsia? I don't know, purple, poison? Poison kinda happens to be like a purple type if you think about it. Like, that sounds stupid, but I mean, like, poison, the little poison symbol, it's purple. And, muck and coughing are like the first things you think of as poison types, and those are purple. And, well, I mean, next to that would probably be like maybe Arbok, which is also purple, and Zubat, which has got purple wings. So, yeah. Poison's a purple type. It's official now. I'm deeming it so. So, this is one of the gyms that I actually wasn't sure as far as, like, showing all the fights, just because Koga's one that could take forever. Not only that, but I also wasn't sure as far as Erica, too. But see, we stormed straight through Erica. Koga, unfortunately, I don't think we're going to be so fortunate, especially since this guy's 4, and I'm already loathing it. Especially since these guys have, like, Drowsies. Because Drowsies are fairly good, like, as far as defense goes. Let's see if we can knock out one Mega Punch. I hope to God we can. It's level 31. Boom! Yes. Also, since now that we have Jinx, we have 5 members on our team, which means now leveling up will not be as easy, which means we probably won't end up being over-leveled, and if we are, it probably won't be as much as, what we could be. So, like, all the experience on the cycling road, that just went all to Jinx. It could have, like, because you notice, we're not much stronger than we were when we started the recording session a few parts ago, We're all still within the low 30s, now just hitting the mid. But I mean, the last time I played, I noticed I went up like 10 levels in like 2 hours. Now we're slowing down, especially with Jinx. Nice going, you little bitch. Oh well, it's cool. Alright, I'm gonna start complaining now. Because I remember seeing this image a few times. Like, oh, I'm poisoned. Like, it was like Wild Jinx appeared, but it switched to Wild Nicki Minaj appeared. I don't care about Nicki Minaj as a person, or her existence at all. But that's just not funny. Like, I'm not offended by that. It's just a really stupid joke. That's all. Because, I mean, I can take a joke. I'm totally fine with that. I just can't take a stupid joke. Alright? So, that's not funny. Go get better taste in humor. Thank you. That's me being an asshole. I don't know. I've been told my humor is an acquired taste, so... I guess, like, when I say that, like, I feel like I am, but I'm also not being snobby about it, because, I mean, it's kind of hard to say that without sounding like you're, oh, this guy thinks he's better than us. I mean, it's like, well, I'm not amused by the same dribbled crap, though. So, I mean, that's more or less the way I think of it, but, I could make it sound like I'm acting snooty. That's not really it, but, ooh, 36, that's good enough for me. Well done, Charizard. Well done. Sand Slash? Why would you have a Sand Slash? Garapunk can go ahead and take it from here, then. Another one that I see all the time is the whole, like, there's a trainer. I got it off screen so you guys didn't get to see it. But people make a joke about it, and it's not funny either. Like, there's a trainer in here. He's like, I'm cool. I've got a girlfriend. And then the joke is, watch out, we have a badass over here. I'm gonna be honest and say I'm kind of okay with the whole watch out, we've got a badass over here thing, just because it's like, it could be used in the right context, if people would do it right, and it could be funny. But that's just not even in the right context. He said he's cool. If he wanted to be a badass, he'd say, oh hey, I just jumped over a fucking car with my bicycle. I'm a badass. That's something badass worthy. Having a girlfriend does not make you sound like a badass. He's not trying to be an badass. He said he's cool. He's trying to be cool. You see the difference here, people. There's a fine line. I mean, you're mixing fucking Cocoa Pebbles with Fruit Loops here. There's a firm difference, okay? I forgot to mention, and when I say I forgot to mention, I mean I intentionally didn't tell you that at level 36, Charizard finally evolves. So, I didn't pick 36 in general. Well, actually I picked it because it was a few levels ahead, but not only that, but we get to finally get our full-formed Charizard, or Charizard. Another thing I noticed is that Charizard and Rhyhorn share the exact same battle cry. Now, although this makes Charizard have wings and makes it the flying type now, I'm not actually going to teach it any flying type moves. Metal Claw I want to keep because it's useful against rock types and, you know, shit like that. Mega Punch, that's a special thing that it, once in a game. I don't want to get rid of it. Cut, I want to keep in case I want to catch wild Pokemon and to cut down trees. And Flamethrower, that's a fire type attack. I don't want to get rid of any of these. Granted, if I could have a way of still cutting down trees, I would probably, because Charizard learns it later, I would ditch it for Slash. That's a good attack. That would be the fine replacement for it. I still would not let it learn Wing Attack. That's just me. Like, if it didn't have Metal Claw or Mega Punch, maybe I'd consider letting it have a flying type move. But I didn't want Charizard out there, that's right. But, I don't know. I'm totally fine with Charizard's moveset. It is the way it is. You guys probably don't like it, but you see this? Watch this, watch. Man, sure is nice we had Cut, isn't it? Or the fact that, I don't know, you could cut an Arbok in half with it. And speaking of, that's ironic, really it is. But yeah, that badass thing, there's a line. It's just not funny. I don't know, I feel like I'm kind of being an asshole, but I also feel like sometimes I don't know. I'm at one of those points where it's like I really want to say something, but I know it's just gonna like seem negative or seem asshole-ish, so it's like you're one of those things where I don't know if I should keep my mouth shut or what. I mean, I probably should keep my mouth shut because you guys probably just don't care. But it's a control stick. I don't know. I just figured while I was talking I could talk about something different. I like Glare. Glare is a cool attack, and by cool attack I mean it's one of those that you don't see very often that actually causes paralysis. How many times do you ever run into a Pokemon that uses Glare on you? That's kind of cool. I don't know, I kind of like it just because of that value itself. Neoking's to 34. Good job. I don't know why this guy has a whip. This is a child's game. Alright, we'll go ahead and let Garapunk down. Pidgeot is the last one we have to get full-fledged evolution. I don't know why I said fledged, but it sounded right in my head, so yeah. We can go ahead and move, if we get out of the bag, move Charizard to the back, because we don't need him up there anymore. My OCD lets me, like, not lets me, forces me to organize them by levels. And God help me, if I looked at the summary, I would organize it by experience, too. So I can make it weakest to strongest. Okay. I think I got the ranting out of my system. I don't know, I feel like there's more to it. I also feel like I just say so much that just could be so wrong. But again, I don't know, maybe it's one of those somebody has to say it kind of things. I'm just one of those people that gets tired of hearing and saying the same thing all the time. Humor gets dry quick, alright? If you ever watch an episode of, like, South Park, and then they play the episode again the following week, it's not as funny. It's just not. The first time, it's funny. After that, it's done. It's no more use. That's all humor is. Maybe in a few years, when you've totally forgotten about it, it's funny. But other words, it's just not. That's just the way humor is. And memes aren't good because it's just milking humor dry. And granted, most of them aren't even funny. I kind of like Watch Out, We Got a Bastard, because it makes you sound like sarcastic. It's like, look out, man, this guy's dangerous, It could be playful in that way, and it could be funny. But if you use it in the wrong context, you'll look like an elementary school student. To put it quite simply. Another one I'm slightly getting sick of is just the whole "you don't say." Just because people think they're cool for saying it. That's all. Can we move? There we go. I mean, like, I don't know, it feels like people are trying too hard to be funny and a smart ass and it makes them cool or something. You know what? We'll go out there with what we got. A mere child like you dares to challenge me. I thought it said drones. The very idea makes me shiver with mirth. I don't know what the hell mirth is. Very well, I shall show you the true terror of a ninja master. Poison brings steady doom. Sleep renders foes helpless. Well, it's a shame you don't have any moves that put me to sleep, now do you? No, instead you have stupid smokescreen, minimize, and harden. And yeah, when I was playtesting, I was struggling against one of the bikers because he kept using smokescreen and every surf missed for 8 times in a row. That's not funny. That's fucking annoying. That's one of the reasons I hate RPGs. I shouldn't be dependent upon luck. And I know it's one of those, if you hate it, why are you playing it? Because, like, there's a thing, you can hate things about it, but not hate it itself. Like, that's just it. Like, when you're mad at your girlfriend, you hate what she's doing. You don't hate her. That's the kind of thing. Like, they're fun to play, yes, I'll admit it. But there's a lot of things about it I just don't like. And if they had fixed it, I'd be totally cool, and they'd be probably one of my favorite genres. But they're just not, because that's what makes them them, you know? Oh, great. Acid armors makes your defense sharply better. So, now he's significantly more irritating to fight. You see how little that did? And for super... And he's gonna minimize every fucking time. I hate it so much. There is an advantage, though. If someone uses minimize, you can use stomp, and it's more powerful. But I don't have anybody with stomp, so it's not good. And he keeps using acid armor. Don't increase your stats. Because this is gonna make the fight take all fucking day. And you know what'll make it work? You know what? Screw this. I'm switching to Jinx. I'll show you. I will show you. He's raising his physical defense, not his special. I was letting Nidoking out so he could actually do something. I knew he was gonna do that too. And I bet you it's gonna be a critical. Nope. Shit, I'm stuck in a bad situation here. Alright, I'm just gonna have to take the chance. I hope to God she lives. This is really dangerous, because that's just it. If I were to, like, use an item, he would use another sludge, which would hurt me. That's the issue I was looking at. Okay. Now we just gotta pray he doesn't... I mean, I think I got a full restore, but I'm not entirely sure. And even then, I'd rather hang on to the full restore. Good, stay asleep. Actually, no, I don't need to use an item. I have Dream Eater, for fuck's sake. Don't do that. Again, No! It's 100% accurate! Oh, that's right, minimize. Still, dependent upon luck. It's stupid, okay? It's a freaking mind-controlled attack. I'm tapping into your mind. It shouldn't matter how small you are. It should matter more or less how intelligent you are. You see how much that did? I'll show that asshole think he's fucking clever. Coughing. Alright, we'll use Chozar just because my fascination with fire types blasting away a coughing. Yep, more of that annoying beeping. I don't know, I never found beeping in games to be annoying, just because I tune it out, and it's probably just me, but... I don't know, it just never bothered me. I'm one of the lucky ones, I guess. Wheezing. We'll go ahead and spare you the agony of that and switch back to... Actually, let's let Punky Odd do it, just because. If I'm not mistaken, some of them have, like, explosion or self-destruct or something like that, but, I doubt he'll use it. We'll use Fly, just to see. I mean, Punky Odd's probably gonna die, but I at least want it to just use it for the sake of using it, you know? Just to get to say, hey, I did it. Let's not do that. Yeah, because this is really bad, as far as attacking goes. I'm hoping I can just fly up and it'll just blow itself up and it'll speed things up, but... Alright, well, Punky Odd's gonna die in less than 8 turns, so we might as well just go... Yeah, and it's not going to use it twice. Instead, it's probably going to use Sludge right now and kill Jinx. It's like I can predict the future or something, if you didn't know any better. Alright, fine, Charizard it is. Because he's our strongest. And as you can see, we're not over-leveled anymore. We're actually under-leveled. His weakest Pokemon is stronger than our strongest Pokemon. So, we can still do it nonetheless. As you can see, I think we hit over 15 minutes. You've proved your worth. Here's the Soul Badge. Now that you have the Soul Badge, the defense of your Pokemon rises. It also lets you use Surf outside of battle. And what he gives you is Toxic, which of course is badly poisoned and kind of useful, but I don't necessarily want to use it. Now, one thing I've noticed about Toxic is that for some reason, every Pokemon under the sun has the ability to learn it. I don't know why and I don't know how, but just literally, there is no Pokemon that cannot learn Toxic. So, if you got something, it'll learn it. Anyways, I'm going to end this part off right here, go heal, and I'll see you guys later.